This is the bustling heart of Hyson Green. With a thriving local economy, it has the largest ethnic minority population in the city. There's a wide variety of cultures, faiths and traditions, yet at Christmas everyone joins in. And here at St Stephen's, the doors of the church are wide open. Whether someone wants to attend a carol service or come in for a few moments of quiet prayer, or just to connect with others and have a chat. In fact, on Christmas Day, there's even going to be a wedding here at St Stephen's. This may be one of the fastest growing churches in the diocese, but it's determined to let people know that there is always room for more. Building community through a host of midweek groups and activities, as well as on Sundays. For a good many people, approaching Christmas can be an increasingly lonely and fearful time, especially for those who are separated from someone they love, or perhaps still seeking a more permanent home. The real story of Christmas, told through the lives of a young couple on the move, has so much to say to us in our world today. All of us will have some personal experience of being told that there is no room for you. It can happen in a playground at school, it can happen at a restaurant, in a place of work, among a circle of friends. It can happen in families and in marriages, from the seemingly trivial to the heart-wrenchingly tragic. Being told that there is no place for you can be one of the bitterest human experiences. And whatever we may feel about Brexit and the uncertainty that it brings, it is vital that the heartbeat of our national life is defined by generosity and welcome. One of the most startling aspects of the Christmas story is that when the time finally comes for Mary to give birth to the child about which so much has been promised, she and Joseph are told there is no room for them. Bethlehem is full. And so Jesus begins his life on earth laid in an animal feeding trough. A manger simply makes it sound so twee. In God's plan to rescue the world from selfishness and sin, the main player experiences the pain of rejection from the very outset, being told there is no room for you. He understands our pain, and he enters into it. Yet his very coming, announced by angels to shepherds on a hillside, tells us that with God there is always room for you. Whatever your past regrets or future fears, Jesus' life is one long invitation into the family of God. He will never turn us away. And ultimately, his cruel death on a cross was all about drawing us in, not pushing us out. Just a few months ago, I confirmed 3 members of a family who had very recently moved to Kirkby in Ashfield. They told me that becoming part of that church had felt like coming home and finding a new family and a new faith. That story has been repeated over 1,000 times this past year as we've welcomed people into the fellowship of faith, being followers of Jesus Christ. And so in churches all across the diocese this Christmas, we are celebrating the message of God's profound welcome to the human race. Through familiar carols and readings, practical kindness and generous hospitality. God has a special place for you in his heart, and he will never turn you away. So why not find some tangible way of showing that to someone else this Christmas? Making room at our table, making room in our hearts, even making space for Jesus like never before. May God bless you this coming Christmas.